I'm Tess.
And I'm Josh.
And on this episode of Dirty Talk Dating, we've got two great guests with us today, Billy Scafuri and Adam Lustick.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we get viewer emails, right, and tweets and all these social network things.
Yeah.
So one question that's come up recently quite a bit is deals with guys who are shy, like approaching women, fear of failure, rejection, just all of
the good stuff.
Stuff that makes you a real man. You know? Right. So I guess how would you guys go about kind of like conquering that, or like if there's any sort of fears, like because we all have these things.
I think you gotta like yourself. You have to like yourself first before you're able to like somebody else, probably. You know, it's like you have to be able to identify what it is about you that makes you special and what qualities about you that you like. Mm-hmm. And then it'll probably be a lot easier to then pass that on to somebody who you might be interested in. You know, otherwise it probably feels like you're faking it a little bit.
But I think that takes a while. Like, you guys just didn't pop out of the womb and grow up and be like, oh, I'm totally self-aware and confident.
That's true.
And did you ever have a shy guy phase, or what was that like for either of you?
Yeah, weirdly, I mean, I've felt very kind of socially comfortable amongst friends, but when it comes to dating and girls, I never really wanted to put myself out there. And in the effort of full disclosure, I'm a bit of a serial monogamist. I've really only had 2 long-term girlfriends. I haven't done all that much dating, and I think that it's because I didn't really know how to flirt, how to approach girls, treat them like more than friends. And I think that I would always default to being super, super good friends with them. Even if I did have a crush on them, I would almost overcompensate by being like, well, we're gonna be the best friends, that girl that I clearly am in love with. So that
depends on what age you are. Because if you're in your teens or something and you're defaulting to shy, that makes sense. But as you grow up, if you find that you're still relatively shy, then I would say don't act against it, but rather just try and put yourself in situations where there are other like-minded people that will either support who you are or accept who you are and not make you have to deal with being shy, but rather just accepting who you are and, letting you blossom that way.
Yeah.
Because if you're putting yourself in a position where you want to approach these people who are maybe far different from you, and in your mind you think that they're the cream of the crop and the person you're supposed to be with, it's probably a good chance that they're not, because you're not wired exactly the same way as people are.
Right. We're kind of operating as under the assumption that it's always going to be for guys. Like, guys are going to be the ones ultimately who are scared of rejection, because I think that's just kind of how the way society sets us up. But I think the same advice can be for women, where if you're going to go and make that big move and speak up and say something about it, then go for it, ask the question, figure it out, and then also be prepared to, just in case they say no, you're not for me, or it's not going to work out, then you tried, and forgive yourself when you feel like you've been rejected and it pisses you off.
Because it's okay. Because
it's okay, and then move on. But if there's a lot that can be taken from saying, oh, I'm shy, but I'm going to take that risk and try and get over it. I think for all of us sitting up here, I think people who are watching this might be a little surprised to hear you say oh, I'm nervous about being rejected. And
terrified. Terrified about talking. It's insane how I know that I'm capable of doing it, but just that. Okay, this girl is awesome, and I want to see you again, mustering up the courage to do that.
Right, it takes a lot. It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. Or you could just develop a really thick coat of indifference towards the entire world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can which is what I've done to a certain extent. Which is just if you don't care about anything, you'll never be disappointed. And this is terrible advice, but it's my advice to you. The more you choose to put weight on something, the more you're setting yourself up for probably being excited, a little too excited, or way too hurt by the moment. And if you just treat everything like another moment in life,
it makes it kind of easier to allow yourself to rip off that band-aid and take the risk and approach the girl at the bar, or whatever that is. That's the big step forward. If you put it into proper global context.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Proper context.
And global is a really important word there. Because when you take a lot of steps back, a lot of steps back, this doesn't mean shit. This moment at the bar, ultimately probably won't mean.
Just one moment in time with one other flawed human being, and I'm a flawed human being, and they're afraid of rejection too, and so am I.
Right.
And I feel weird.
The end is nigh.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Epic.
You can ask the girl if she wants a beer. It's cool. It's fine.
If nothing else, just take that with you. It's not that big a deal.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming on Dirty Talk Dating. It's been awesome. Do you want to let everybody on the internet know where they can find you?
Sure.
Our website is billyandadam.com. We're also members of the Harvard Sailing Team Sketch Comedy Group, which is harvardsailing.team.com. Our Twitter handle is @billyandadam. I have my own Twitter handle, @Adam Lustick. Oh, I got this, Bill. And Billy's is @BillyScafuri. The Harvard Sailing Team has a show coming up at Largo on May 8th. And look for new silly rap songs and funny sketch comedy videos at Billy and Adam's YouTube channel, which is Billy and Adam TV.
All right, so thank you guys for watching this episode of Dirty Talk Dating. Do us a favor, like and favorite this video. It'll help out our show. Tess and I both have Tumblrs and Twitters and Facebooks. Along with all the other Facebook and Twitter links, you will see everything in the description box below. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.